welcome. This flow we're just going to get into the shoulders and the upper back. It's kind of a brief flow. Yeah, and you can do this, just drop into it really quickly. If you want to add on a warm-up to it, you can do so, or if you want to close down in your own way, you'll be able to do that as well. So yeah, we're going to get straight started on our hands and knees, and have the hands quite far forward of your shoulders and your knees nice and wide on your mat. And then we're going to just start by circling through the hips, and you can start to just come into the body by moving it with the breath. So noticing where it feels good for you to inhale and where it feels good for you to exhale. And have a play around with the direction of your circles. And then when you're ready, come back to a neutral position on the hands and knees, and you might need to move them a bit closer. We're going to inhale, open the chest and lift the tailbone into a cow shape. And then exhale, round. Push down into your hands, hug your tailbone towards your heels and pull your belly in and tuck your chin in. And then just pause there. Take a breath into the back of your heart, into your shoulder blades, maybe shake out through your head. And then as you exhale, release it, lift your tailbone, find your cow shape again. Shift your weight forward over your hands, and then exhale, lower your heart down. Good, and then inhale, lift the chest, lower the pelvis, come into a back bend. Draw the hands back and wide, push the pubic bone down a lot, and take a breath into your collarbones. And then exhale, lower your heart forward and down. Tuck your toes, we're going to baby wave it back to a child's pose. So tuck your toes, bend your knees into the ground, lift your hips and elbows wing out wide, for you to glide your heart back to a child's pose. And then take a full breath in and a full breath out in your child's pose. Good. And then come to sit up on your heels. And take an inhale, lift up through your fingertips. And then an exhale, bring your elbows together in front of your face, forearms are touching. And then inhale, wing the elbows out wide and open through the chest. And then exhale, pull the belly in, drop the chin to the chest to bring the elbows together and round. We're going to do that again. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Lovely. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Good. Inhale, lift up and open onto your knees. And then exhale, round. And we're going to do that one more time. Elbows to the belly, chin to chest. Inhale, open, lifting up onto your knees, press your pelvis forward. And then exhale, round. Hug everything in. Inhale, open. Exhale, land your hands down to your mat. Slide your fingertips forward and lift your tailbone and pull your heart down. Sorry, buddy. And come into Anahata Asana. Remember, you can have your hands as wide and as far forward as you need. And just use the exhale to allow your heart to sink. Good, and then slowly slide the hands back underneath the shoulders, look to the navel and round your spine. Press the back of the heart towards the sky. And then keep that and slowly tuck your toes and press back into a downward facing dog. We're going to take it into some spinal waves from here. Inhale, lift your heels, round all the way forward. Exhale, bend your knees, lift your tailbone, and then slowly melt the hips and the heart back. Good, 2 more in your own time, your own breath, rounding forward, legs strong, belly in, rounding, grip into fingertips. And then exhale, push the hands forward, melt the hips back nice and slowly. Lovely. Last one in your own time. Good. And then from here, take your right forearm to the ground and raise your left leg towards the sky. If that's too much, you can just come up onto your left tiptoes or your tiptoes. If you're good, press the left toes up towards the sky and then press your right elbow forward and down and try and shift your heart back. Take a breath there. Good, then sweetly land your left toes, raise your right elbow, and then from there, left forearm down, right toes lift. Press the left elbow forward and down and press your heart back. And that might feel like a really deep sensation through the back of the left leg, and you can be up on the tiptoes if you need to lift the heel. Good, land your right toes down, lift the left elbow. Good, inhale round all the way forward, high plank. Exhale, land your knees to the ground. Inhale, lift your tailbone, find your cow shape. And then as you press your hips back, land both your forearms down. As the elbows land, press the elbows forward and down and then lift up through the knees, any amount. And then just relax the head here. Keep pressing the elbows forward and down, the belly's drawn in, and the heart is moving back. So you press the elbows forward and down to move the heart back, and just take one more breath here. Good, and then if you can, lift the elbows at the same time, otherwise one at a time, come back to downward facing dog. Good, inhale, lift your heels, float your right toes towards the sky. And then exhale, step the right foot forward towards the right hand. Drop your back heel in a 45 degree and then windmill all the way up into Trikonasana. So arms out to the side. Make sure your legs are in a good position. And then when you're ready, bring your right hand towards the right thigh. And then from there, left hand is going to peel up the right arm, across the chest, and all the way towards the back of the room. And then we bring it back down. So we're kind of waving the heart open. Inhale, left arm climbs up the arm, across the chest, and then all the way back. Lovely, and then bring it back down. Let's do two more. Inhale, open, as if your heart is shining towards the sky, and then exhale. And then we'll do it one more time. Inhale, open, and exhale. Good. Inhale, open, and this time just pause there. We're going to reach the fingertips back, but then hug the left shoulder blade into the back of the heart. So it feels like your left shoulder blade is lifting your heart up towards the sky. You can lean into that. And then feel a breath into your chest. Have a comfortable position for your head. So look anywhere that feels comfortable for the neck. Lovely. One more breath here. And then we're going to reverse Trikonasana. So right fingertips reach all the way up. Pelvis shifts forward to lean into that left side body. And then keep reaching through the top fingertips all the way through the front toes, and then send the breath along that line of opening. Good. Inhale, windmill all the way up. Bend into your right knee. Bring the left hand down to the top left corner of your mat. And then spin your toes out to the right so you're in a kind of supported side plank. And then inhale, lift your pelvis, press your left hand forward, reach fingertips over the ear. And then exhale, lower the pelvis, reach for the toes. Good, one more time. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower. Good, and then inhale, lift. Turn the toes towards the top of the mat, place the right hand down, and then step all the way back into your downward facing dog. Good. Okay. Inhale, lift up high through your tiptoes, pull your belly in, round all the way forward, come through spinal waves. Exhale, bend your knees, lift your tailbone, melt the heart back. You've got two more of those with your own breath. Just noticing how the weight distributes through the hands and how the shoulder blades move along the upper back. Good. And then when you're ready, waving vinyasa. Inhale, lift your heels round all the way forward. Exhale, watch the pelvis land towards the wrists. Draw the shoulders back, micro bend the elbows, keep the legs strong, glutes engaged. Take a breath into your heart center. And then exhale, land your knees, pull your heart forward, let your elbows wing out wide, press it back to a child's pose. And then just let yourself settle into some stillness here. Good. Inhale, lift up onto your knees. Reach your fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, bring the elbows together, forearms together in front of the face. Inhale, open the elbows, shoulder blades together. Press the pelvis forward, lean into your thighs to create a back bend. And then exhale, round. Pull the belly in, drop the chin to the chest. Round through the upper back. Good, 2 more with breath. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. Press into the thighs, press the pelvis forward, glutes are squeezing to support your back bend. And then exhale. Good, and then inhale, open. This time, land outside blades down on your mat. So the palms are facing into the center. And then same thing, slide your fingertips forward, slide your dog forward. And then lift your tailbone and pull your heart down. And keep pressing the outside blade of the hands down. And again, use the exhale breath to melt the heart. Good, and then slowly slide the hands back, round through the spine, look to the navel. Push straight down through the hands. Pull in through the belly and push the back of the heart to the sky. Good, inhale, lift your tailbone, find your cow shape. We're going to keep that shape, tuck the toes and melt all the way back. Downward facing dog. Okay, release your right elbow, your right forearm to the ground. Raise the left toes. This time you might feel comfortable to bend the knee and stack the hip open. Keep pressing elbow down and left hand down and keep shifting the heart back. This is meant to feel intense. Good. Remember, you can have the toes landed if you need. Lovely. Slowly raise the right elbow, land the left toes, and we'll change sides. Left elbow down, right toes lift. So my elbow and my right hand are pushing forward to send the heart back. And then I bend the right knee and step open through the hip. Let the shakes, the quivers be there. Know it's your body just building new patterns. Good. When you're ready, release right toes, lift left elbow. Inhale, round all the way forward. Now you can come back to landing the knees down. If you want the challenge, you'll bend the knees, lift the tailbone in your cow shape. And then from there, push the hands forward and see if you can land both elbows down. And then as the elbows land, lift the hips and push the heart back. So the main focus is keep the heart pushing back. We're going to walk the feet forward, but at the same time push the heart back. So the elbows are pushing down and forward and the toes just walk closer. You can bend the knees as much as you need to. Let this be intense. Meet the intensity with breath. Good, 2 more here. Elbows press forward and down, hips lift, heart back. Lovely. And then slowly walk the feet back. And if you can, lift your elbows off the ground at the same time. Good. Inhale, float the left toes. Exhale, step left foot forward to the left hand. Drop the back heel down, windmill the arms open, Trikonasana. Okay, and then bring your left hand to your left thigh and your right hand to meet, so you square your shoulders towards the top of your mat. And then inhale, right arm reaches up the left, across the chest, and then to the back of the room. And then we close it back down, rounding the spine. And you do that a few more times. Inhale, open, waving the heart open, and then exhaling, rounding it back down. Good, 2 more with breath. Inhale, open that, and exhale, round it. Lovely, last one, inhale, open. And exhale, round. Good, and then we're going to find a pause. Inhale, open. Reach the right fingertips back. You might need to micro bend the right elbow to hug your right shoulder blade into the heart. And then check that your left shoulder is also rolling back, so that both shoulder blades are supporting the heart lift. And then get the navel involved as well. Lovely. And then when you're ready, release. And then we'll take it into reverse. So as you reverse, shift the pelvis forward, and that will help you lean it back gently. Left fingertips, top fingertips are reaching high. And then the breath is all the way from the left toes, up the left leg, up the rib cage, up the left arm. Good. On your inhale, gather your core and rise all the way back up. Bend into that front knee and windmill the right arm all the way down, top corner of your mat. And spin your toes out to the left. Get yourself in a good position with that left foot. And then when you're ready, lift your pelvis. Press your right hand forward and down. Exhale, lower your pelvis. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, lift. Spin all the way forward, land your left hand down. And sweetly step back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, lift up through your tiptoes, round forward through your spine, waving vinyasa. Exhale, watch the pelvis land towards the wrist. As it lands, draw the shoulders back, bend the elbows, keep the legs strong, keep your glutes engaged. Exhale, land your knees, pull your heart forward of your fingertips. Elbows wing out wide to glide the heart back, nice and low. And then chill in the child's pose. Let everything just settle down. Good, okay. And then come all the way forward onto your hands and knees and shift your heels to the left. I'm going to face you so you can see. So shift your heels to the left so you're in like a diagonal pigeon and your left toes are tucked behind and your right leg is forward. Struggling with language then. Okay, place the fingertips next to the hips. And then lift your pelvis. And then tuck your tailbone underneath. So you tuck your tailbone underneath, almost like you're tilting your pubic bone towards your face. And then keep that tuck and land it down. And then from here, you're either just going to walk your hands back and stay here. But I don't want your left knee to come off the ground. Don't let this knee lift. Okay? If you're good here and you can take it onto your forearms, you can take it onto your forearms. If you're good again and you can take it down onto your upper back, you can take it onto your upper back. But please don't let your left knee lift from the ground. We're going to do some P&F stretching. So we're going to inhale and push the left foot into the ground. And you'll feel that through the quadricep. And then exhale and release it. Good, 2 more of those. Inhale, push the left foot down. And exhale, release it. Inhale, push the left foot down. And exhale, release it. Good. If you're all the way down like me, you're going to use your elbows to come back up. Good. And then we're going to take a turn towards the right. And as we turn towards the right fingertips come behind the spine. And you're just taking it into a twist through breath. So inhale to lengthen, exhale to go slightly deeper. Good. And then inhale, lift up, right fingertips from behind the spine and hold on to your left leg. And then drop your head, elbows across, and you're just swaying through your shoulder blades. Good. And then glue your elbows together and lift up through the center. Good. Take an inhale, lift the elbows. As you exhale, start to separate your elbows nice and wide, and then bring the hands behind the back. Good. And then come all the way forward into a fold, and we'll just take a moment here, just softening the lower back. Maybe relaxing the head and shaking that out if it feels useful for your neck. Good, and then come forward into your hands and knees, take your heels and then shift them to the other side. So this time they're coming to the right side. And the right toes reach back and the left leg is in the middle. Okay, good. And then from here, hands beside you, press, lift your pelvis, tuck. Tuck your tailbone underneath so you feel your lower back flatten and your pubic bone lift. Keep that tuck, land it back down. You could be on a block here. You maybe walk your hands back, you maybe come onto forearms. Don't let that right knee lift, okay? Maybe you can take it all the way down, but please don't stress about going all the way down. If it feels deep enough, let it be deep enough. Inhale, push your right foot into the ground. Exhale, release it. 2 more with breath. Inhale, push the foot down. Exhale, release it. Inhale, push. Exhale, release. Good. If you're all the way down like me, you can use your elbows to help you back up. Watch that right knee doesn't come off the ground. And then we'll take a twist to the left. And the left hand is supporting the spine. As you inhale, grow tall. Exhale, wring it out. 1 more breath. Good. Inhale, left fingertips reach up and over. Hold the opposite thigh, drop the head, have a sway through your shoulders. Get a big, deep inhale into your upper back. Then when you're ready, glue your elbows together in the center. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, squeeze shoulder blades together, cactusing the arms all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Lovely. And then bring the fingertips forward, and we'll have a moment just softening into the hips again. Again, you can shake out through the head, through the shoulders. You can give it a wiggle, or you can just soften into stillness, breathing, feeling, being. Good. When you're ready, come into your hands. Shift the toes. Shift onto your bum. And come onto your back. I permanently have a dog in my way now. But it's cute. Okay, we're going to take the fingertips of the left hand and we're going to place them behind the lower back on the left side of the spine. So they're not reaching all the way over to the other side, they're on the left side of the spine. The right knee is going to come in and then I'm going to twist over to the left. And if this feels deep enough as it is, you can just leave it and keep it there. If you want to go deeper, you bring the right arm over with you. So you stack the right shoulder on top of the left shoulder. And then you can adjust the hips if you need to, but you can just be here. Now try to encourage the left shoulder to relax. And aid that encouragement through the deeper breath. So the intention is to really soften on your exhale breath. naked. And then we'll take one more here. And then when you're ready, roll it back. And you roll the right shoulder back, the right knee back. Release the left hand and just wiggle the fingers to release the nerves in the left shoulder. And then left leg goes long. And the right fingertips come behind the right side of the spine in the lower back. And then the left knee draws in, and I'm going to roll onto the right side, rolling onto the dog. And then to go deeper, I can bring the left hand with me, so stacking the left shoulder on top of the right. And again, really have an intention to release the right shoulder and release all the way down into the right forearm and the wrist. Just deepening the breath, lengthening the exhale, and using your intention through awareness to soften. Yeah, let's take another breath in and another breath out here. And then take your time just to roll it back to center. Remove the right hand and wiggle your fingers. Make use of space and just come into stillness. And give yourself permission to rest here. Full permission to allow the body to be still in order to adjust into the changes it received through your movement and your intention. And the stillness is like the processing and the amalgamation of everything we've just done. Even though it was a brief practice, it's still affecting us in every layer of our bodies, our mental layer, our physical layer, energetic layer, spiritual layer. All these different bodies that make up the human being. Just allowing yourself to bathe in all aspects of yourself for a tiny moment of your day. If you can stay longer, then stay longer. If you're ready to come back, just gently making your way back into a seated position and just having a moment with your eyes closed. And a moment just to receive how you feel in your body now. And allowing what you receive to be enough. It doesn't need to be changed. It just is asking to be felt. And allowing it to shift in its own time. Bring your palms together in front of your heart center and take a bow. And just a moment to be grateful, just dropping into the vibration of gratitude. And allowing that gratitude to be felt throughout your body. Thank you. Namaste.